So I recently came across this interesting situation that happened all the way back in 2022, and of course it was after COVID, so I decided, hey, you know what, everything started going downhill from there, so let's go ahead and take a look at this situation.
You guys fucking suck!
So I guess this guy was being an asshole on a plane. I'm not exactly sure as to what it constituted in the first place, but let's find out.
My parents are worth a fucking $2 million goddamn dollars. And you know what? You fucking suck! Yeah! Yeah! You know what? My grandpa is worth
He starts yelling about his parents and how much money that his parents make, I guess, because suddenly that matters, how much money his parents has. I'm not exactly sure why he would do this. It just doesn't seem like something he should be like bragging about. Like, his parents having money has nothing to do with the situation, it seems.
Shut the fuck up!
So here's our classic fuck around and find out moment, and you know, we're thinking this is probably the climax of the situation, right? They can't possibly escalate from here, can it? So what seems to be an actual dilemma turned into somewhat of a Looney Tunes scenario where they actually just kind of, it looks like packaging tape. They taped him to this seat, and it's kind of crazy because everyone around him is just recording him. Like, he straight up deserves this, actually, because the reality of the situation is right here. An Ohio man was restrained in his seat with tape after groping and assaulting flight attendants during a Frontier Airlines from Philadelphia to Miami last year. Has been sentenced by a federal judge to 60 days in prison. I guess maybe he turned around and tried to use the fucking parent argument, like, what are you gonna do, sue me? Or are you gonna charge me with sexual assault? My parents have money.
My parents are worth a fucking $2 million goddamn dollars.
I got money. I could get out of this. I could get out of a lawsuit. That's kind of the attitude that this guy seems to be permitting, and it's just actually disgusting behavior. So the fact that all these people around them are willing to, like, Looney Tunes tie him up to a fucking seat on a plane, it's kind of justified.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So I guess the guy had pleaded to 3 counts of assault and served up to 18 months in prison. The guy wasn't like severely beaten to a pulp like how he probably should have been, but he got off very lucky with this Looney Tunes shit. I could just imagine the flight attendant or the pilot coming out to see why there's someone still on the plane and they just left him there tied up.
Help! Help!
This man got the right dentist, that's all I'm gonna say. The dentist is on point.
Ladies and gentlemen, just make sure your seatbelts are fastened. We are landing.
So as you can see from this other camera angle, they actually got to land and he was still tied up. He was still tied up when they landed, which is just it's mind-boggling to me, because that means all of the flight attendants, which, you know, were the victims of his assault, and including any of the other workers on the plane, all agreed to let it happen, which means it had like everybody's like stamp of approval that this guy needed to be fucking duct taped to a chair, and that just makes me happy. So I guess the individual, Barry, had been drinking some alcohol. He spilled some drink on his shirt, so he went to the bathroom to change, and when he went to change, he took his shirt off, and one of the flight attendants went to actually help him and clean him up, and he started groping their boobies. He started just going around touching breasticles like it was his fucking, he was in Candyland. He was like, oh God, there's tits everywhere. He must have actually just been in some kind of euphorical delusion. But anyway, that's really all I want to talk about. Thanks.
Complete.